So I got a comment recently, and it really took me off guard because the person was telling me about a mural of Nika that appears in Skypiea. I had never heard of this before, so I took to Google to find out what this was all about. And yes, there is a mural depicting Nika fighting some sort of weird snake-headed humanoid, or at least the figure in question looks like Nika. But I noticed something very interesting in the Google results, however. There was no manga equivalent of this mural popping up. That's because it doesn't exist in the manga, which means it's complete fabrication. This mural only appears in episode 174 of the One Piece anime. Now, if it did appear in the manga, it would show up in chapter 268 because that's where Robin finds the City of Gold, and the mural is in the City of Gold. So, seeing as how the mural does not appear in the manga, it is not Oda's intent, therefore it doesn't exist. This is a very interesting problem of early One Piece because in a lot of early arcs you get these weird filler scenes that don't really add too much to the lore and are overall very confusing, because this happens in episodes 101 through 102, in which Luffy, Zoro, and Chopper find a weird underground poneglyph in Alabasta, but that's a filler episode. The underground poneglyph in Alabasta doesn't exist, or at least this particular one doesn't exist. So you have a lot of instances like this, and I see why it's confusing if you only watch the anime. But for deeper lore stuff, you would need to go through the manga and look through Vivid Cards and look through SBSs to find out what the author intent actually is. Now, in the modern day, we really don't have this problem all too much. If we do get filler, it does help the overall story, like how Hanafuda was mentioned in the Kuma flashback, or alternatively, and this has happened only one time, but it spooks me out, the added filler to a scene could just be a full-on Mandela effect that only occurred in a fake leak of the original chapter that the anime episode is based on. And we did a video about that not too long ago, and that still shakes me a bit because I didn't think that would be real, but it turned out to be real. So that's a thing. Go check that out because wow. Anyway, yeah. So the Nika mural does not exist, though it is funny that it does correlate a little bit with the mural that we find in Elbaf. However, I really wouldn't make a big stink about it because there's not much to go on here. Just be careful in the future when you're going through older anime episodes, because back in the day, they really weren't too keen on keeping things on the straight and narrow when it came to the canon. But with that being said, if you're enjoying the video so far, click the like button. And if you want to see more from me, click the subscribe button, followed by that bell so you never miss a video. In addition, if you could, hit the hype button because it really does help. With that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede Waxu.